When an advertisement came on the television telling Charlie to murder his boss, his first reaction was to change the channel. He wondered whether it was a dream or his imagination running wild while the Late Late Show played before him. Certainly he fantasized about strangling his boss, Kurt, from time to time. Had once, though this was after a night plagued by insomnia, his brain more addled than usual, even brought a hunting knife to work in his briefcase, and sat at his desk and listened to his boss's grating voice, imagining pulling out the knife, walking over to his cubicle, and slitting his throat. But that was all to give himself a sense of power. The power the world and the city of Poe, Texas had stripped away time and again. He'd worked numerous jobs, and it seemed he always ended up stuck at the bottom of the food chain. The guy everyone dumped work on, despite the fact he got paid less than any of them, and he knew he was paid the least, for he'd found a website that showed the government salaries of his co-workers, and he'd looked them up, one by one, sweat dripping from his brow as he realized he'd been getting screwed all these years, with his 1% raises, and the lip service about a promotion if he only stayed loyal, if he only kept working his heart out. Well, Charlie thought, thanks to you assholes, my heart is dead. He was picturing the scene in his mind, the bland, colorless office he'd have to return to the next morning, the laughter of his co-workers chatting while he worked his ass off, where even the windows were tinted to not let a single ray of sunshine inside. He guessed this was the toll life took after a while, that you had to accept your lot no matter how shitty it became. Suicide wasn't an option, he decided, though more than once Charlie had made a noose from a rope and walked to the bridge overlooking the bay and looked at the girders and abutments, trying to figure out a way to tie the rope so he could hang himself. But he knew he was only fooling himself, that he wouldn't do it no matter how badly he wanted to, for he knew it would prove nothing to anyone, much less himself. Presently he flipped back to the channel the commercial had appeared on to see if it would play again. An ad for some workout system aired, followed by one for a cell phone company, and then it was the same man as before, encouraging him to kill Kurt. The guy on the commercial had slick back hair and a goatee and dressed like a lawyer. He held a hunting blade in his hand, and the camera zoomed in from time to time. It's not like you haven't thought about it before. All you have to do is follow him around and wait till he's alone. Then you just... He made a motion of sliding the blade across his own throat. And no more worries for you. It'll change your life. Charlie picked up the phone and called his friend Eddie. You watching TV? Sort of, Eddie said, his voice somewhat garbled. About to fall asleep, though. Turn to channel 99 and tell me what you see. He heard channels changing. I'm watching a man trying to sell me on some kind of vacuum cleaner, he said. What about it? Charlie looked at the man on the screen, who was saying, You know you want to do it. It's only a matter of time before you snap if you don't do something about your situation. I'm giving you permission. You want to tell me why you wanted me to watch this commercial? Nothing, Charlie said. I mean, never mind. Do you have to be so damn weird all the time? I'll talk to you later. Charlie hung up while Eddie was still speaking. The commercial ended, and Charlie sat there in the darkness till morning, waiting for it to air again.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.